Hey folks, this is Kieran from Keys Minis. A little bit different today. I'm hoping this comes out okay. I'm not sure on the lighting. I have one light set up, but I don't have anything else. So it's been roughly a year since I got involved in the hobby, and this currently is everything I've painted for this year. So what I'll try and do is show you everything. I think total there's 201 miniatures I've got. Here's these three. As you see, these three are not quite complete, but they will be by the time this video goes out. This one I'm particularly proud of. It's not me who's painted it though, so it isn't included on my list. It is one painted by my son. It was the first miniature he painted, the first Space Marine. He's helped me undercoat a lot of these. Space Marines here as well. Certainly that 10. Another one I'm particularly proud of is a miniature from when I was last in the hobby around 95. Hopefully it focuses. It's not the best of paint jobs. Bring this light down so you can see it a little bit better. It's not the best of paint jobs, but I'm particularly quite proud of it. I'm quite fond of it. It's, like I said, it's roughly from around the last time I was involved in the hobby. So it's one of the Hawk bikes. I had one of those when I was in here. We have one aspiring champion here, and then these are the kind of most recent things I've completed. Is my Blood Bowl teams, and I'm particularly proud of how these guys are coming out at the minute. The necromantic horrors. I've got the 3 zombies here, and then a few more to paint. And then this guy was featured in one of the videos. I was particularly impressed with how I got him to come out, which is Varag. I've learned a lot in this year. I'm not going to pretend I'm the best painter, but I just kind of wanted to showcase some of my favourite things from what I've done in this hobby. And these are kind of my first kit bashers. Some of the ones I'm really proud of, which is these Liberators. This is when I first started to understand like shading and that a little bit more, or attempting to shade the pauldrons and showcase light. So I was extremely proud with how these guys came out. But since then I've moved over to loving the Anvils of Eldenhammer more, and I'll showcase some of like how my black armor's transitioned, which is in the last video. So this is kind of how I used to highlight it, with greys and then like lighter blues, and then I moved on to this last video, hang on a second, where I highlighted it with obviously the Armin blue mixture, and I did this on my Griff Charger, which I'm particularly quite proud of. This is like, I went completely, I've done 2, and with both of these I've gone with colours that I just made up, and I'm quite proud with how them come out. I do apologise if it's taking a little to focus. It's trying its best. It's an old camera, but yeah, so I just wanted to kind of showcase what I've done so far this year. I'll come around a little bit more. So obviously some of the Blood Angels, I really enjoyed painting the sword of this guy. Some of these are the Anvils, and then this is the original ones I got, obviously, which is, I'll bring the light over as well. So let me try and find it. I think I'm trying to remember. My wife painted one first. She painted the woman, I think. I think that's the first one she painted when I got back into the hobby. And I painted one of these Sequitors. It will be one of my first miniatures that I painted, probably. This was the first face I tackled. So this was the first. Hang on, I'm trying to get this in the best light. First face I tackled, not so great. Another face I tackled, which slight improvement, and again another adaptation on my own kind of colour scheme on the Lord Ordinator. His things come off at the back. There's a few of these that I've got broke. His things come off at the back. A few of these got broke, but look, I like that red that I tried on the pauldron. I don't know why I did him different. I just wanted to be a bit creative. I'm going to come over. These are like some of the Chaos guys that I've got. I only got a couple of them. I won them on eBay. I started buying a lot of things on eBay. And then this is the Night Haunts I've currently got. I'll just try and position my light over without breaking anything. So, some of my Night Haunts. I think I've got 40 or 30. I'm not sure how many it is. How many? Yeah, one of the guys' hands broke off though, so I've got to pin that at some point. Again, some of the very first Night Haunts I painted, which is these glaive stalkers. One I'm particularly proud of was this Knight of Shrouds. Again, one of my early experiments in highlighting a lot more. And then I painted, obviously, the mausoleum and some of that what you saw. That, and then these are my flesh eaters, and these guys I really love because I've gone with some crazy skin tones. To try and get some crazy skin tones out of them. But yeah, I do apologise. So this is showcase these guys as soon as you. There's a video that did quite well on the channel, and this is the vampires that I did. So Veles. I forgot what he's called now. This Gorath. The Defender. And Prince Duval. So, in total 201 miniatures. Now 5 of them are missing, 8 are missing because I gave one away and I sold 7 as well. I think it was, maybe another 1 or 2 more. But yeah, in total 201 miniatures for my first year. So with the knowledge of what I've painted, now comes the dark part. What haven't I managed to paint? So number 1, Sigvald. I've got him waiting in the wings. An aspiring champion. I think there's another one as well, a metal cast one. A Company of Fallen. Now some of these, I'm just going to say some of these, like the Fallen, they're my son's. He ordered them for Christmas. It's what he wanted, but I'll end up painting them for sure. And then this beast, a Forge Fiend. So does that take me to 7? 7. And then 7, 8, because I've got the other one as well, haven't I? 8. Plus another 16, 24. Now comes some Mortal Realms. I think there's another... Sorry, I'll bring this light over a bit more. In this, which is a premium kit 1, there's another 7 or 8 miniatures left to paint, I think. 31. So that takes us up to 31. Another 4 Secretors, 35. Is this some of the... Oh, these are the Montry Banshees, so there's 4 of them. 39. 5 more Dread Scythes. The Mortal Realms, this is where everything's going to start to add up. So, 40. 3 Night Haunted Heroes, another set of Nitro Showers. I forgot what it's called now. The Ghoul King, the Knight of Shrouds, and that. So 3 more heroes. So 43. Is that 43? I'll remember it later on. And then some more Night Haunt reinforcements, which I think some Glaive Wraiths and that. And I think there's a total of God, another 8 minis at least. Maybe, I think 9. So 49, we'll say. And 3 Spirit Hosts. 49, 51, 52. And now some terrain. I'm not sure how many pieces of terrain, but we'll say at least 5 or 6 pieces of terrain. Another piece of terrain, so that's 1, 2 3 miniatures in there, I think it is. This doesn't really count as a miniature as such, but it's some skulls. So the Mortal Realms magazines are going to wear things that up for me. Oh, Bell Tower, which is another 2 miniatures. I think maybe 3. So 55. Another 4 Secretors. And then a Prosecutor, so another 5. Is that 3? Yeah, that's another 358. Is that? Oh, that's just one. Sorry, one of my screens has fallen down. So the Lord Ordinator. So that's 58, 59. I may have got this wrong, but I'll count it back when I check over. Is that 3? Another 3. 62. Yeah, and just some more of that scenery. I think there's 4 pieces in there at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe 5. So I'm not going to count that. So that's 62. 62 in total there. Just from that, I've got then some of the Indominus box here. And here. So with the total from the Indominus box, that's taken me 209 miniatures to paint. I know I've got around 4 coming from the at least another 4 or 8 coming in by next lot of Mortal Realms magazine, which will be due in a couple of weeks. But these guys I bought because I couldn't get hold of Cursed City. I bought these guys. I bought these for my birthday, so I'm really looking forward to painting some of the miniatures of the Warhammer. So I bought some Warlord games, and I've got 12 in there. So that takes me to 121. And then, as well, I had to, because I love sharp, I also bought some 95th rifles, so 16 of those. Metal. Now they're going to be fun, because I have not really painted metals yet, so they're going to be interesting, and I'll probably paint some of these up on the channel as well. So, a total of 100 and, hang on, because my math sucks, 137. So, I'm quite impressed with that. I thought I had more miniatures painted, less miniatures painted than what I have actually got in my pile of potential. So I'm really happy with that.